Mhm. Hello, my name is Steven. I am a ghost whisperer. Hello to all the ghosts. How are you? Apart from dead, none of you quite made it to be legends, did you? Not by my standards, anyways. imagine, imagine being a bookworm. Would we call you reading, or would we just say turning over? Remember, I am Steve, the ghost whisperer. Remember, I am Steve, the bully of bullies. Prime examples of the good deeds and the good works that I do. Prime examples. If you were there, you'd know. If you weren't there, get the foot. Now, it comes to my attention that people like Strictly Cycling and Autumn Rose are nonce neighbours, paedophile neighbours, and there seems to be a huge fan club gathering of these sick peoples and the sick channels that they go to. Personally, personally, if I find out that you're paying attention to those wrongins and their wrong and enabling channels, if you're a supporter of Northern King, Axel, Beep Beep, fucking Cosmic Kitty, who else? There's so many of them. But once they come to light, they're not a channel. The fucking Timmy Drycock, the fucking the Yogi's World. If I find out you're associated with YouTube Asylum or fucking what's his other fucking face? Sparky Shack, then you're enabling wrong'uns. Because those people are complete fucking wrong'uns. And I don't have any consideration for your deadbeat carrying ons. Because that's all it is. Yeah? Attacking innocent peoples. You thought you could use me for entertainment purposes. To entertain your sick, warped minds, Arthur Nick Williams. Well, it backfired on you, didn't it, Arthur Nick Williams? Because where are you now? You had to run away. So, Autumn Rose, are you stalking? Are you listening? Is there anybody listening that can get a message through to that thick bitch? Yeah, you want to pretend you're a woman while you're on this fucking social platform? You want to ignore equality? You think that you're better than every other being on this planet, Autumn Rose? You think Because you got a pair of titties? Because you fucking put makeup on your face to hide your ugliness? You think because you plaster your nails with glue and fucking artificial nails? You because you chew your own nails? You think that you're better? Seriously, bitch. You's nothing but trash. Low life. You're a fucking liar. You gotta lie to yourself every time you look in that fucking mirror. The fact that you're encouraging and enabling pedophiles, rapists, and people that have gotten away with such crimes, you will be on that fucking list yourself, Autumn fucking Rose. And everybody else that supports you and encourages you, stands in your corner, wants to fight for you. If you don't like it, do something about it. But not at the expense of the taxpayers. Don't expect to be able to fucking dial 999. Do something about it. So, the reason for that little outburst, I went in to say hello to a karaoke queen. But scanning through the comments as she closed her live, I still had a chance to send a message to somebody that were being scrutinized, yeah, for sharing truth. So, if you want to identify what's what, you go to karaoke queens when the live chat's available, and you fucking do your own homework, and you'll see quite clearly I'm within my rights to put Autumn Rose in her fucking place. Tell me to fuck off. Ain't your fucking chat. Ain't your fucking channel. Ain't even somebody that you like that we're fucking communicating with. So wind your fucking neck in, you fucking human trash. I swear down now, Autumn Rose. It don't matter how big you are. It don't matter how many of you are. I defeat you all because you're a bunch of fucking wrong'uns. And anybody that support you, Autumn Rose, is a fucking wrong'un. You're so fucking wrong and desperate. I wouldn't give you to the fucking. I won't give you to the fucking rapists because they deserve better. Easy game like yourself. So understand, Autumn Rose. Yeah, you think you got a voice? Come on, then, express your voice. You think you got a fucking face worth sharing and showing? Come on, then, put it up on camera. Until then, you ain't a woman. You ain't no man. You're just a dirty lowlife on this fucking platform, lonely and desperate. Hello, libertarian minded. How you doing? Hello, robotic policy buffing the bra. Hello, gentlemen, gentlemen. There's no way that me, being Steve, would ever abuse a lady, a princess, a queen. But you see, all you skanks, all you chavvy, no good for nothing, dirty lowlifes, you ain't ladies. And in 2026, you bitches have got equality with us fellas. So you want to stand up and get in the face of a man like me? You be treated like a man like me. And you don't like it, do something about it. Send your fucking armies in. And let's see who gets defeated. Because it won't be fucking me, I tell you that now. No. Strictly cycling. Fitness after 60. Brooklyn Rider. I called you out many times. And all you can do is cry, cry, cry to people that don't give a fuck about this. So listen up, Strictly Cycling. There are plenty of people from this panel that knows, from this channel, that knows you long before Chubby Rain or Henry Crinkles. I introduced Henry Crinkles to you, you deadbeat. And from fucking Henry Crinkles, you met Beep Beep and the Chubby Rains and the likes. So Strictly Fitness, Brooklyn, whatever you are. But you're no longer a rider. You're retired. You're no longer a fitness instructor. You're retired. So wind your fucking neck in. You waited for a dead person to leave you an inheritance for you to feel fucking like a real man, for you to be able to retire. When you're scrutinizing a Canadian with more land than you can see around you, you barked up the wrong fucking tree. When the people in the chat this morning was telling the host to get rid of you, I seen that as an opportunity to jump up on panel and watch you fucking run like a rattled no good for nothing fucking snake that you are. Just strictly cycling fitness after 60. You think you weren't triggered? Well, I'm sorry, but I've shared Motor City Maniacs live from this morning, and I'm going to get gentleman's opinion. People that I trust. I don't trust you. Remember that fitness after 60, the way that you abused all the women associated with this channel, the way you spammed this chat whenever I wouldn't let you up on my panel. I fucked you off. And that's why you went over to Chubby Rains, chasing Henry Crinkles. That's why you was mixed up with all the paedophiles, all the wrong'uns, and all the fucking sexual assaulters, all the rapists of the English communities. So understanding strictly cycling fitness after 60, Brooklyn Rider, you did the same to Bambi, and I've got you by the fucking balls. So shut your fucking keiko, keep crying about me. To fucking Chubby Rain, you fucking deadbeat, dry, shriveled up, no good for nothing, fucking mop. Do you get me? Because that's all you are. I'd turn you upside down, I'd fucking rub the floor with you. I wouldn't even turn you into fucking water. I just wipe the fucking piss. I just piss on the floor and wipe you fucking, turn you upside down and clean up after you, clean up after myself. So Brooklyn Rider, fitness after 60, fucking strictly cycling. You're dead beat, motherfucker. You think that you can scream and shout over everybody's? I don't give a fuck about screaming and shouting pussyos like you. My father was the same as you, a control freak. But see, with you control freaks, you've got absolutely no fucking control. So strictly cycling fitness after 60, Brooklyn fucking Rider. You don't like something that I'm doing? Stay the fuck away from where I'm going. And I swear down now, if I fucking see you anywhere, I'd be treating you like another Ali Khan. But oh yeah, you're best of pals with Ali Khan, aren't you? You fucking dickhead. Now, Ashley,
Good afternoon, man. I'm not saying much. I'm letting you carry on. I'm enjoying your commentary.
well, I'm nearly done now. I've said what I
What's got
wanted
for
to
me?
say.
Get on. You're
the two dumb
on a
cunts,
roll.
the two dumb cunts that I pulled out, Autumn Rose and Strictly Cycling, neither of them have got the balls to jump up on this panel and have a one-on-one. Yeah, and even if they did come up, I wouldn't give them a chance to fucking speak because they've never heard me from start to finish. Because they're too full of fucking themselves, so their voice is more important. So it wouldn't be very entertaining. It would be very entertaining for them to pull my bluff and appear on my panel, but they're cowardly cunts. They won't. Cowardly cunts. They will avoid answering me questions or what I put to them. Cowardly cunts that can't prove fuck all, but they're going to go with the fake narratives. But I can prove everything I've said about them cunts, those wronging the neighbours. I can prove it. Go and have a look at what chats they associate themselves with. Have a look at what hosts they encourage. Have a look at what hosts They scrutinize. They're not even on the same level as hosts. They're panel hogs and fucking chatter fucking commenters, keyboard fucking warriors. Is that Autumn Rose? Ain't got a voice, ain't got a face. And when it does put its face on the fucking her own videos, it's all masked up. I mean, you wouldn't tell the difference between a fucking Taliban fucking Sikh woman to a fucking to somebody to do an armed robbery. Masks are masks. Misidentifications. Hello, bare bones, me lovely. I was gonna do a live yesterday. I was hoping bare bones was gonna do a live stream yesterday, and I fell asleep listening to bare bones yesterday. I was very lonely in bare bones' chat yesterday. He had a woman in his chat, and that woman don't like me much because of the friends that she's made and encouraged me to be okay with. I don't do junkies, pissheads, and fucking bullies. I so we've got different standards. I'm not one. Sometimes I mention it. Like earlier I mentioned it. If you're associated to those wrongins and those wronging the neighbours, I don't want fuck all doages, and it's up to you to man up or to fucking equalise yourself and recognise that you ain't got no place communicating with me if you're communicating with them wrongins. If you're filling your head with that sick shit, then excuse me, but coming to me to chillax and perv on my dog, perv on the people that I interact with, as that's death sentences. So at the moment, there's a topic of autistic people being involved in this communities, and autistic people yet again being bullied by masses, singled off by masses. This reminds me of a situation that Nutter and the Nutters channel and Lucifer's 74 J's Ways made me clear of about three and a half, 4 years ago with an autistic girl called Emily. The Northern King and Amanda, they knows Emily. Nitro Freak knows of this Emily. Everybody involved with the Nutters channel, everybody involved with Lucifer J's Ways channel, fully aware of this Emily. That'd be Tim Smith, Andrew J, Fly Me to the Moon, his Mrs. Moon, Zeus's Comments, Sean Griggs, and so many, so many more. They bullied and victimized the girl called Emily. They labeled Emily as a grown man, as a troll, and then they labeled her as an autistic young lady, a child. And they're doing the same to this to this Sky Church. They did the same to another girl there a couple of months ago, and I think she got her wrist on Northern King's back panel. And so it's a regular reoccurrence of that dark circle targeting autistic peoples. Nice scenery there, but are you picking blackberries?
Sorry, I was muted. No, these blackberry bushes never give off blackberries. The one up there that you can see by that wall, I've oh, hang on a minute. I'm going to have to go up there. I've just seen something. I'm just changing the water pipe. These fucking sticky seeds you get that stick to your hairs on your legs are quite nasty. I spend ages picking them off the cats.
Yeah.
Stick to your hairs.
I remember when the captain went through your lands. Yeah, captain was fucking all dreadlocked after 10 minutes on your land.
Was Captain there when you were with me?
Yep.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He was very well behaved.
At one point.
They were both well behaved.
Yeah,
I know that Grizzles went off hunting one night, didn't he? He went rampaging on a hunt.
Yep.
Changing the water pipe from this olive tree to the next one. Which one is the next one? I'll have to make arrangements. Yeah, I've got an appointment with a psychologist tomorrow. We'll see how that goes at unraveling my nonsense.
Hopefully she doesn't section you.
I don't think I'll be sectioned because my behaviour isn't dangerous to anyone but me. And it's not dangerous to me, it's just very sad and pathetic, really. Even I can recognise that. I mean, I don't like to say that because it minimises minimise the suffering I've been going through, but I'm trying to find a way out. There's no point just carrying on suffering and complaining and not doing anything about it. That's foolish in of itself.
Yeah.
Right then.
Well, personally, I trust. If I've got friends, I trust my friends. You get me? And I'd be more inclined to trust my friends before I went trusting some fucking trumped up fucking book educated fucking what they call professionals. I wouldn't be trusting them sorts.
Well, I've got 16 sessions I've got 16 free sessions. I might as well see what they've got to say. Maybe some of it's useful, although I very much doubt it. But we'll just give them a chance, just to see what they've got to say.
Hey, Travis, you reminiscent? Good to see you, Travis. Travis remembers. This reminds him of when I was living on Grizzles Mountain. Yep. And you know what, Travis? This actually he encounters the same issues as I do, except he's got water sometimes coming out of pipes.
I shouldn't really be doing this in sandals because I'm potentially going to do some damage by treading on some thorns, but if I'm careful, I'm usually okay. Now this blackberry bush here that I have pruned, I'm trying to prune it as if to see if I can actually get some fruit off it.
Hey, Kelly Berry.
It's actually in flower now with fruit.
Oh, yeah. Any apricots this year?
No, the apricot tree's had a very bad year. All the leaves fell off it. I'll show you that when I finish this. I'll come up and show you what happened to the apricot tree. All the leaves fell off. I think the roots have rotted. And it's got root rot fungus. And we'll have to be careful with these bramble spikes. Come on now.
So what are you going to do? Pull it out of the ground and repot it and let it grow in the pot for a while?
I'll show you. No, it's way too big for that. It's absolutely huge. It's a huge tree. It was a great tree last year. It had 10 kilos of apricots off it, but the roots have rotted, and there's a few leaves surviving up on the main tree, up on the branches, but look at this horrible bramble, huh? Look at all these brambles do is give nothing but nasty thorns and hardly any fruit. So,
In Ireland, we say that this is bracken, yeah, and that's rich soils, yeah. So like potentially that's good growing grounds.
I'll come back and trim off this one that's grown out because it's not going to be any good. I think it's not bad soil at all. That's the truth. It ain't bad soil. It's what's happened is they've abused this land years ago and neglected it and abandoned it. And I've come here and tried to recuperate the greatness.
Mm.
Right, I'm done here. I've dealt with that. I've watered that. I think I watered that olive tree.
Oh, Kelly, there's no rain here. It's been a little bit cloudy today, and it's gotten more cloudy this evening. But it's still like 30 Celsius plus. Yeah, well into the 30s. If went down and checked all the thermometers, or if I had a fucking laser thermometer, it'd be well over 30. But it was a bit fresher than yesterday. It wasn't. It wasn't in the 40s. But it's proper summer. That's what we expect in Spain. Proper summer.
Got the grapes growing up.
Grapes growing. Happy days. There you go. Got grapes on the fucking trees over in Spain. Yeah, not grapes on channels.
Now here's what happened to that. Hello, my darling. Hello.
Meow. Meow. What's that cat's name?
Minky.
Minky. Hello, Minky. Minky and Mr. Tizzles didn't like. Who's that one?
Mr. Nistles.
Mr. Listles. They didn't like
Nistles.
Captain Jack and Grizzles.
No, they were scared. They didn't know him, but they'd have got to know him if they'd have had time. Here's the tree. Look at the tree. Everything up top, dead. There's a bit of leaf there, very weak leaf on that, look.
Wow.
And just dying back. But look how it's grown. Look how it's rebrotado, reshot from there. Look at the strength of that. And this is the same leaf. This is the same leaf as an apricot tree, so it's above the graft. It's above the fruit graft, luckily. Okay. So I'll end up probably having to cut all this off above, which is a shame because this is to give massive shade and loads of thick leaf cover. But it's died back.
Boy, Billings.
I grafted it onto here. Is that the graft or is that not the graft? That's not the graft. That can be broken off. I don't want that. It's wet. Shouldn't really have done that.
You got in the 90s. That's 90 Fahrenheit. For those that don't understand Fahrenheit and Celsius, there is a difference. That's something I didn't have on Grizzly's Mountain. A surface pool like that. Didn't have fucking tap. Wow.
Turn the charger off.
Does your refrigerator still work? Like
yeah, I put my air conditioner in today.
Okay.
I've had that going for half an hour or so. works nicely, but
That'd be good.
the cables to the inverter were sort of kind of warm. I weren't hot, but they were warm, and the fan was on the inverter. And I mean, it's got a fan for that very reason, so that the inverter don't get up. That's on float now. Oh, that in my head. 14 volts float. Turn that off now. Yeah, I've been learning some flamenco on the guitar, which is quite good little piece of phrase of flamenco I've been learning.
Happy
Just,
days.
just before I saw you were live, I was listening to some Argentinian woman and going on about some certain type of narcissists and inverted narcissists. They've got so many different categories, haven't they? And I woke up, I probably had a little bit of a nap. I haven't had them weird dreams you get off the smoke yet, but today's probably like day. If Monday is going to be day 14, what's today? Today's Thursday, isn't it? Friday tomorrow. So I'm probably on about day 8 or 9 or 10, something like that.
I know I do it myself, counting days when I don't smoke. But after like the third or fourth day, I start forgetting how many days it is. I mean, and for me, I think that's a much healthier way. You know, like yeah, just if you're gonna quit, you quit. You get me? Yeah,
Yeah,
you remember kind of what day you quit, decided to quit. So then it's like, you know, in a month's time, oh fuck, I've been off it a month. Fucking hell. Yeah. It's like
yeah,
you get me? It's like being in jail, yeah. I always laughed at those people that had calendars. You get me? Marking the days off.
or what when they'll be
It's
let
like
out.
with their potential release, their potential release. Because when he's in jail, it's so easy to get extra time, and it's so easy to get less time. You know, yeah. You know, why be wasting your time taking days off? Just get on with it. Do your fucking time. You got a
Do
bill,
you?
get your fucking head on it.
Yeah. What was that bloke calling it? Do you? Is it do your time? Do you?
Can't do the crime. Don't can't do the time. Don't do the crime. But yeah. But listen, yeah. I got something I want to tell you. You know how I keep rescuing these fucking peoples, yeah, like from well, I've told you I've rescued peoples, yeah. This morning, well, last night I did exactly that yet again, but I cared for two people overnight. Yeah, there's a Moroccan fellow. He stole one of the Spanish lady's mattresses, and then there was this English fella stumbling down the place, and he looks that he couldn't fucking see. He looked like he was blind drunk. And I'd met him yesterday. I think I'd met him on Tuesday initially. And see, on Sunday, he got robbed. His £800 fucking what is it? A Samsung 26. So that's more than £800 worth of phone, right? He had his £200 pair of fucking trainers robbed off him whilst he was sleeping with his wife on the fucking grassway somewhere. And so, anyways, Tuesday when I seen him, he told me about that. But yesterday when I seen him, and his wife, yeah, they were very pleasant, getting drunk and then getting excited about the World Cup. And then during the game, that was the last time I seen him until about 3 o'clock in the morning, where I got woken up by a bit of commotion that was going on here. Typical yellow brick road fucking bullshit. And so I sat up, rolled myself a smoke, and this fella starts walking down. And I says, "Where are you off to?" I don't know where I'm going. I'm locked out of my apartment, he said. I said, "Well, fucking sit down there and make yourself comfortable here, you know, like, hey, you know, like, you need a cigarette, you need fucking drink of water, what you need." And so he wanted the cigarette. And he says, "Oh, that's not got spice in it, is it?" And then he took a drag of it, and he said, "Fucking yeah." He ended up putting it out, and I thrown it away. I rolled him another one in the daylight yesterday, this morning, and he did the same. Took one drag of it and fucking discarded it because he's rolling tobacco. He don't like it. He's used to his fucking cigarettes. So, anyways, yeah, he's he said he'd lost his missus earlier on in the evening. She's got the keys, and so he's been round to the apartment. He's buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. He can't get into the apartment, and that's why he's here. So, anyways, he ends up crashing out. I put a blanket down for him, gives him a pillow. He crashes out. Then this fucking Moroccan fella that is there in the corner, he gets up and he says, "Hey, can I have a blanket? The boats don't let me sleep." So, I said, "No." And in about 20 minutes, I felt like, oh, that's a bit rude. That's a bit hard, So I picked up a blanket out of my fucking trolley, spare blanket, and I puts it over him, right? So then with that, then everything pans out, it's 7, 8 o'clock. The English fella wakes up, and we start chatting. He goes off looking for his missus, trying to get into the apartment. I've tried phoning his phone, but it's up in the apartment. It's rang 4 times and then cut out. So then he comes back. He says he can't find her. He can't get into the apartment. The office don't open till 10 in the morning. So he says, "Well, I've got a breakfast date at 9:30. So like let's get up and have a cup of coffee and like be ready for breakfast. I get you breakfast because he had no wallet or monies with him." And so he gets up to the place where I goes for my breakfast, orders a couple of coffees, and then he says, "Oh, I fancy a beer." So okay, give him more monies, like yeah. He goes up, gets a beer, and he left a tip for the to the barman. And then with that, then he's sitting down drinking his beer, and he feels something in his combat pocket, side pocket, and it's the fucking key for the apartment. So he rushes to the apartment, checks in. Yeah, he phones me up, and he says, "Is my wife with you?" I says, "Bro, this is Stephen. You've only just left me. Yeah, you know your wife's not with me." "Oh, sorry, this is your number. Okay, fair enough." Yeah. So then that was it. Didn't see him then until fucking about 3 o'clock this afternoon, 4 o'clock this afternoon, and he's still looking for his missus. So with that, like yeah, I go to the supermarket for him, get him his cigarettes. Comes back, happy days. He goes off, looks at the apartment, looks at the swimming pool. She's not there. He goes walking around town, and he came back with her. He found his missing missus, and now they've gone home to shower and freshen up and get something to eat and maybe have a rest. And happy days. And the fucking Moroccan fella, he might have been of a different nationality, but he looked Moroccan. He left the mattress that he stole where he's sleeping on it. He left the blanket that I gave him fucking under the mattress. So he's not getting another blanket. He's disrespectful. And if he comes round here tonight, I'll be chasing him off. Being
Did the,
disrespectful like that.
did the other fella thank you for your support?
Oh, mate, inundated with thanks all afternoon. Well, from 3, 4 when he was there, full of gratitude. He gave me for the fiver that I bought him a coffee, which is €2, and I gave him €5 note, and he gave me 10 in exchange. And then yeah, no, he gave me 12. He gave me €12.
At least he
Yeah,
thanked you then.
he said thank yous. Yeah. He's offered me up to have a shower, and like yeah, he said when he comes out later, like we go for a drink or something. I said yeah, whatever, maybe. Uh, Skies and proud. Good to see you. Seeing you so good. But what?
At least he thanked you.
Yeah, yeah. He has. He has. Thank
I
us.
got a very disturbing call from my son yesterday, right? I've been having disturbing calls from him for the past couple of weeks.
Oh.
I called his mother. I haven't spoken to her for 20 years. She didn't answer the phone.
Mm.
Very, dodgy picture about him, really, what's going on. I spoke to this other fella that he was working for before because he said he wouldn't pay him. And I said, what's going on here? You know, come on, tell me what the fuck's going on. I've been getting very filtered information from my son. He's been filtering the information, only telling me things that he thinks
Okay.
I think are good. And I don't like any of it
Okay.
anyway. I mean, I've not got a great relationship with my son because his mother took him away 20 years ago, more or less to the month, and
All right.
and took him away and separated from his father, and I haven't had a hand in raising him, so he's not my son really. If I haven't been raising him,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
say. And then they come back and want to dump all
Yep.
these problems onto me 20 years later, and I'm not in the state to take care of him. I've got money, I can send him a bit of money, but I'm not going to spoil him with money because money ain't the problem. Money is his mental health. He's on
Right.
antipsychotics
Yep.
and all kinds of shit.
Yep. Money doesn't help a lot of people's. And this is what the British government's learning. You know, like yeah, they're fucking giving all these fucking rapists and fucking kiddie fiddlers and fucking suicidals monies, drunks and fucking drug addicts. They're giving them monies for what? And they're recognizing it's a waste of taxpayers' monies. They're not entitled. Fucking get up off your ass and do something about it. John Tracy, good afternoons. But yeah, money's the root of
Yeah.
many evils. Brings out the worst
I
in
had
a
a
lot
good,
of people's.
I had a good chat with this fella that he'd been really trying to help him, really, by the sounds of it. This bloke, and he's not even his son, is he? He's my son, and this bloke's been trying to help him, and I
Right.
appreciated him for helping, and appreciated him for telling me what's going on, and we're going to try and work a plan out. But I don't want him. I don't know whether I should want him to come to Europe or not. I'm not sure I can handle that at the moment. I can't even handle my own
Mm.
fucking brain, let alone somebody else's.
Yeah, yeah,
But we'll figure
yeah,
something out.
yeah. Wow. But in saying that, though, that might be it might be the time and the opportunity because you know you need a distraction, you know, from this, yeah, and it could be good for you to focus on, you know, like the 20 years that you missed out on.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I'm trying to consider it mentally, getting it in my head first, what I think about it.
Like if you took on the attitude that this is a friend, you know, or a friend of a friend, because the friend that's helping him, you know, like yeah, in employment or whatever, that you know, like it's his friend, isn't it? Really, you know, your friend's helping him, helping your
I
son, but
think
you don't know your son.
I might send that fella some money so that he can be sort of chaperoning him a bit, and
Mm.
drip feeding the money to him as and when, rather than he's had quite a lot of money off me. His mother's had quite a lot of money off me over the years. None of
I,
it's been
I
appreciated, of
imagine.
course, because no fucker appreciates anything I fucking do. But still,
I tell you what, if you'd sent me fucking 30 grand, yeah, that you sent that woman to pay for her mortgage, I'd be more than fucking appreciative. Fucking hell, man. If I ever had 30 grand to sort life out, wow, fucking hell. Yeah, I'd be willing to pay back interest.
I had a good chat with the Grok last night. I'm going to the shrink tomorrow. It's all going to come out tomorrow, and we'll see what you've got to say.
Mm.
Maybe I'm a narcissist, Dave, but I doubt it. Narcissists don't pay people 30 grand just to have just in the hope of some kind words from somebody who's been really horrible to you. That ain't what
I don't
narcissists
know if
do.
I don't know if I made you aware of this before, but there's this YouTuber claiming he had 27 grand under his fucking mattress and he couldn't. He's on social benefits, so he couldn't have it in his. He couldn't have more than 4 grand in his bank account. And I propositioned him. I says, "Lend me £1,000 now." I says, "And over the next 10 years, I'll give you £1,000 back every fucking year." And you know what he
He
turned
told
around
me
and
that.
said? "You're a beg, Steve." He called me
He
a
told me
fucking
that.
beg. Even to this day, he called me a beg. I mean, like for me, that's a business transaction. That's a business opportunity. That ain't a fucking beg. You get me? Somebody is willing to pay back with interest. When folk go to the bank or the credit union and ask for a fucking loan, or to the loan shark, you're not begging, yeah, are you? Or you putting a business proposition there for the bank or the loan shark or the fucking credit union to consider?
Yeah, you've told
I'll
me
be
that
honest,
story
we just
before. You didn't tell me that he called you a beg, but you did say you'd propositioned somebody on those lines.
uh,
I'll give this a bit of a soaking. Shout. Tonight, it's about 10 o'clock this morning in
you know,
Granada.
I remember what it was like in school, right? When the kids all had Nikes and Adidas and British Knights and stuff. And you know what? Yeah, I didn't. I had Pan Ams and fucking Dunlops. Do you get me? Yeah. And it was a case of like these people who like, yeah, they'd have pocket money and they'd be waving all these things in front of me, Game Boys and fucking, like, yeah, fucking Segas and all this whatnot. And they'd be showing, and they'd be wearing gold and nice watches and things like that, and nice BMXs and like yeah, their dads got nice cars and their mums got even nicer cars. And for me, it was like a bit of a tease. Do you get me? Yeah, especially when the mates were all going to the fucking Burger King or something or the Chippy, and I couldn't join them. Do you get me? Because I wasn't on the same income. I didn't have the same things available to me. It's it's like like a lot of teasing went on. So when I seen this person on my panel and he's blasé about having this 27 grand, like yeah, it's illegal for him to have it. It was like a bit of a tease. Like nah 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 nah. Nah. Because I was actually fucking starving hungry in those days when I was up on Grizzle's Mountain. I was not knowing where the fucking next meal was coming from. You get me, yeah? I knew where my ganja was coming from because I'd grown shitloads of it. But as far as food was concerned, it was like, what the fuck? Yeah? Almonds and fucking Agaroba again.
Algarrobas, I love them.
Yeah,
Love them
happy days.
Algarroba. I was the same
Yeah.
as you at school, Steve, only my parents did have money. My dad was rolling in fucking money, and he did have very nice cars. He had BMWs, big BMW saloons for his business work, for his business travel. But I never got any of those things like the stay pressed trousers and the fancy fashion things that the other kids would have. I just got the basics: ordinary shoes, ordinary trousers, But the funny thing is I never asked for that stuff because I wasn't even interested in it either. I didn't want to look like all those fucking popular kids with their Yale fucking cardigans these clothes. They used to have shoes and trousers and stuff that was fashionable, right? And everyone would be wanting to have this stuff, but I was never in that kind of world because I was a bit of a loner at school. I wasn't one of these popular kids, as you can imagine. But I never asked for that stuff anyway. It just weren't appealing to me. I'm still the same now. What a person is has got nothing to do with the clothes they wear. You can be a millionaire tramp and still be a nice person. It's about what's inside you and your values. You've got no money at all, and you're giving blankets to fucking thieves and fucking, okay, he might not be a thief, that Moroccan, but you say he did. I guess he took that woman's mattress without asking for it, did he? Where's she? Is she not there?
Yeah. Oh no, but she's got two mattresses.
But is she still here?
She was on one of them.
Was she asleep, like?
I don't know. I wasn't awake when that went on. Maybe that's what woke me up. I'm not sure.
But it's what's inside you, Steve. My ex-girlfriend, this so-called narcissist, that I call her a narcissist, she's all about what it looks like, what people think and how do you look and ha 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 and having everything, looking perfect. And she's rotten inside, It's very sad. But I think the family are getting the message because I did a very extensive chat with the IA, with Gemini yesterday, asking it questions. And a very, very interesting and intelligent conversation. And because her brother-in-law is a politician, he's a high-ranking politician down on the coast. He's got very, very big political ideas, political aspirations. He wants to be a big shot in the political world. I'm not allowed to contact him, you see, or any of her family. But as he's a politician, that gives me an in, you see, that because he's in a political party, anyone can go into a political web page and make criticism. Many people go in and give abuse, I don't give any abuse. I just put very, very pointed comments about the situation. And I put a copy of that Gemini chat in. And I know for sure her family will have been reading that. And that'll be looking like you with your channel. That'll be a mirror for them. And they're going to have to fucking absorb it and read it, and they can read it and deny it, or they can read it and accept it. I don't care what they do with the information.
What has your relationship got to do with her uncle? And why would you?
My relationship to do with her uncle. My relationship to do with her uncle is because I sent him an email 9 years ago asking for an explanation. They came up to visit me on my birthday, six months after she split up with me. She called and goes, "We're on our way to see you." I goes, "What? Why?" She goes, "Oh, we're coming to see you for your birthday." I goes, "Why? You've got nothing to do with me anymore. What are you on about?" "Yeah, but we're on our way already." I goes, "Well, okay, well, you might as well come now as if you're on your way." And I'm a nice person. I'm not going to embarrass her in front of her people.
Did she arrive with her uncle?
Yeah, and her sister. Without any warning at all. Without any pre-warning. Without any kind of, "We're going to come and see you," nothing. No, we're on our way. We're coming to see him. Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? "Oh, but we're already on our way." I should have knocked her back straight there, right? I should have knocked her back, said, "No, you're not coming. I don't want to see you. You've treated me horribly. I don't want to see you." But because I'm a sucker for her every time, I always run back to her. I've always got the door open for her because I truly love her. Anyway, this conversation with the IA yesterday was fucking brilliant, dude. I tell you, it was fucking brilliant, balanced. I'm not looking for anyone to say you're right and she's wrong. I want the truth. That's the sort of guy I am. I want the fucking truth. If I'm the cunt, I want to be called a cunt. And anyway, so what it's got to do with him is I asked him for an explanation. I says, "Why is it you came up on my birthday?" It was about a year after I asked him. "Why did you come up and visit me on my birthday?" And he didn't answer the question. And I said, "By the way, your sister-in-law's a narcissist." He goes, and the response was more or less like this. He goes, "I'm surprised to get your email because I always thought you were a good person." So that implies that now he doesn't think I'm a good person. Yeah, "I always thought you were a good person. And regarding the relationship, you keep insisting, he thinks I'm insisting. Well, I'm not insisting. I've just got the door open and I'm not quitting. Let's put it that way, but I'm not harassing anybody. You keep insisting. And regarding the relationships, we can't get involved because the relationships are between two people, and one out of every two relationships fail. But it's your fault. Yeah. So he says he can't get involved, and then he blames me. He says it's your fault for not sacrificing yourself.
Yeah.
Which is a total fucking lie. And
no.
I think someone who pays 82,000 euros of the mortgages of your fucking missus has made a massive sacrifice, personally.
You know that song from the Beatles, "Can't Buy My Love"? Sometimes, right, you get people they've got the dollar and they think that they're in charge because it's all about the dollar. And that's something I encounter a lot with people's. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
And
about in charge, but yeah. What you mean is, it? You think that allows me to buy her kindness?
well, some people, okay, like I was trying to say, yeah, some people, that is the psychology. Yeah, they don't recognize it themselves, right? And same as the very people receiving don't recognize it, right? But to buy people, because you know, like in some ways, you're better off um, meeting somebody living under my conditions, or sorry, you pretending that you are in my life situation, and then when you know that it's a true love, then you don't even have to mention that you're a semi-millionaire or a multi-millionaire or a millionaire or whatever you are. You don't have to mention that. You keep that business to yourself, and you know, like let love blossom. You know,
Yeah. Let them
and make a
show who
proposal.
they really are. In any case,
Make yeah, have them believing that you're a fucking poor ass, fucking I don't know, paper boy. You get me? Yeah, and you get a little bit of fucking, you know, you just disappear every now and again because you got to go to work. I've got to go to work. I've got to go to work. What do you do for work? Well, you know, I don't know. I'm
I
an
go
Uber
to Italy
delivery
and
driver.
I go to Italy and I fix robotic machines. And in the middle of my fucking trip, she says, "I'm finishing with you," because she's a coward and she needed that distance to do it. You have to
Is that
remember,
what
Steve,
happened to
she's
you?
got this. Yes, it is. She's got this dynamic, you see, of these covert, vulnerable narcissists. The way they hook the men is by going, "Oh, my ex-boyfriends were all bad to me, and it was all their fault, and they didn't pay me, and I've got no money, and I've got to pay my mortgages and this." And she told so many fucking half truths, just like I've accused my son of doing the other day by filtering information. Filtering information is a form of dishonesty.
Okay. Yeah.
And because she said, "Oh, I've
But
got this and I've got the mortgages, I ain't got any money," I said, "Well, I'm with her," and I was totally committed to her, and we were kind of in love and totally in love, because at that time the relationship was almost perfect, even though she was showing her, her controlling, what do you know, what do you do it, the controlling moves of throwing a phone on the floor when I asked her a difficult question and stamping on it so that she wouldn't have to answer the question and stuff like that. I didn't find out until after the relationship that these are all special tactics that these fuckers use to control the narrative.
your daddy
But you're
never
dead
told you.
right, eh?
Your daddy didn't warn you that that's what women do.
My dad didn't fucking give me any information at all, dude. He didn't give me any fucking
In
real
every
information.
household, in every household, yeah, the woman is boss. It don't matter what culture, what fucking country or religion. The woman is always fucking boss. Yeah, and it's the man to, you know, like accept the woman's boss, right? Men may be
Yeah,
abusive within the household, but still the woman is boss. From what I've
I got it.
experienced.
I'm along with that. The woman is the boss. I've never tried to boss anybody. Woman is the boss. I'm totally on board with that, Steve. What you just said. Yeah, the woman is the boss. She's the gatekeeper. She's the one who opens the hole and opens the door to that hole between the legs.
Well, yeah, that's one of the perks of having a nymphomaniac is the doors are always open, unlocked. No. Look, you've gone quiet. I can't hear anything you're saying. Your picture seems to be frozen. So I take you off. That is a nice picture, though, isn't it?
I think
Right,
the
a bit of
screen went
movement.
dark. The
Yeah,
screen
no,
went
the
dark for
screen
a
didn't
second.
go dark. The screen didn't go dark. It froze. Yeah, and we didn't hear anything that you were saying whilst it froze.
No, but my screen went black. You know, like the screen sleep
Okay.
for some reason.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't know
your
why.
screen may have. So your
Yeah,
screen
it
may have
did.
went dark, but my screen did not.
Yeah, no, yours didn't, but mine did. I could hear you, but because my screen went black, my video and my camera probably went off, and my sound.
Your sound in your camera, your sound went off, and your visuals froze. Is what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Okay. Right. So, anyways, women are boss, right?
yeah.
And when a woman wants you, she wants you. When she don't want you, back the fuck off. Yeah,
Yeah,
leave it the fuck alone. Yeah, when
I
she
did,
wants
mate.
you, she comes to you. Mm, right.
I did back the fuck
Here's
off.
an
What do you think I
example.
was doing every
Right.
time when I came up to this,
Here's an
to my
example.
mountain?
Here's a good example for you. Right now, then, I was minding my own business in Nerfa. I just looked after a cancer patient, Oliver. He was in his mid 50s, and he had 7 types of cancers. Okay, so I looked after him for a couple of months, and his mother, elderly mother, in her late 70s, and his younger brother was there in his mid 40s, and the brother's girlfriend was there, and she was 18, and so looked after the 4 of them. Right when I left those people's, I was back on the streets. All right. Now, hanging around with the local pot smokers. Yeah. One day there was this altercation between a man and a woman, and I was kind of friendly with both of them. And they were fucking arguing and fighting. And next thing you know, he started beating up on her. Right.
Fucking hell.
So we were kind of like, what the fuck going on? You know, and back the fuck away. Yeah. She tried to come with us, but the more she kept trying to come with us, he kept following and muscling in and getting aggressive. Right then, there was if you know Nerka, it was the top. It was at the top of Nerka, like on the Marrow Road. You got the Super Soul there, and there's a skate park. And so there's a load of youths with their scooters, like motorbike scooters. Yeah, not these fucking silly scooter things. Yeah, motorbike scooters. And there's a group of these lads. Next thing you know, Guardia Civil arrived. So they told the fella to fuck off and leave the woman alone. He didn't. Yeah, he walked around the block, enough time for the Guardia Civil to disappear. He came back and started getting violent with the woman again. Right? I says, lad, she's asked you to leave her the fuck alone. She'll contact you tomorrow. She's not got head for you today. So leave her the fuck alone. Go away, have a bit of fun for the night, and you'll meet up tomorrow. Happy days. He come to attack me with his bicycle. Okay? He tried throwing and hitting me with the bicycle. With that, I get into defensive mode and I get the better of him. Next thing you know, the police have come and arrested him. He spent the night in jail or in the police cells. From that, then there was a 5 day storm. After that 5 day storm, I was leaving Nerca. The whole time during that storm, he kept fucking taunting and taunting and taunting. And I told her, you know, I ain't interested in your fucking feuds. And me and my dog, Daisy Jane, Captain Jack's mother, we're going leaving town. Because our cave's been JCB'd whilst we were looking after Oliver. And, I'm fed up in there at this point. She says, I'm coming with you. The first day we start walking, what direction we walking? She says, "Oh, I want to go to Orgiva. There's my best friend from school's living up there." This is a woman like a couple of years younger than me. She was in her 30s. She got me, yeah, late 30s.
Yeah.
And I walk her to the hippie community in Orgiva. She was there less than 2 weeks, and she was back with him. She went back to Nerca to be with him. The last I heard, there's an injunction order on both of them, or a court order, whatever you want to call it.
To keep away
They're not
from each
allowed to
other.
be anywhere near each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the main message there is, you know, when the woman says, "Leave me the fuck alone," she means leave her the fuck alone. Yeah. In Spain,
Yeah,
when a woman says, "Leave me the fuck alone," and you don't, yeah, that's prison charges coming at you.
it's harassment and a cosso. Yeah, I know. I'm fully
Right.
aware of it, Steve. I'm not that kind of
Right.
guy at all. I don't know what you think you know about me, but I'm a respectful guy. I'll walk away
Okay.
crying when you tell me to go. I'm not the sort to force myself on anyone. I don't want to be with someone who don't want me. That's insane.
Right.
That's the sort of
But
guy I
yet
am.
she
I'm the
spent.
sort of guy that will back off. I won't. I used to come up to my land every time when she's sick of me, and I'd spend 3 or 4 days here, and she'd say, "Come back, come to see me." I was at a fucking command like a fucking robot, mate. That's the sort of guy I am. I'm not the sort. When that bloke said you're insisting, that's not the sort of insisting I do. My insisting is just not giving up. But I won't force myself on fucking anyone. I've got a little bit of pride, you know. Don't get me wrong. I've got a little bit of self pride here. If she calls me back, I go back. If she says get out of my house, I was kicked out of her house hundreds of times, dude, just because she in the mood or she was insulting me, and I didn't want to be insulted anymore. I says, if you're going to speak to me like that, I'm going for a walk, or I'll see you later, or I'm going to my land, or whatever. I don't know what kind of dynamic you think I operate under, but I'm a fucking gentleman, mate. You
I
know?
don't doubt. I don't doubt what went on in the relationship. Yeah, I don't doubt that he was a gentleman, right? But what we're experiencing from what we're experiencing is you're obsessed with her, yeah,
Yeah,
to the extent that it's taken over your life.
I know it,
You
mate.
know,
Why do you think I'm going to?
you need to go and talk to shrinks. You need to go and
That's
talk to
why. That's
shrinks.
why I'm going to a shrink tomorrow, mate. This appointment's very important to me. I need to get this shit fixed. I don't want to waste any more fucking minutes, days, or hours.
Any opportunity of conversation with you, it always resorts back to your ex.
Yeah, and I've lost a lot of friends over it. Well, Antonio wasn't really a friend, and Roger's not really a friend. But yeah, I know people have tried to fucking even that lady Packy in Granada. Our relationship's not very good anymore because she says insulting things to me because she thinks it's just a boyfriend girlfriend breakup. And when you're in a fucking relationship with a narcissist, it's got nothing to do with boyfriend girlfriend. It's to do with a controller and a control. You know. So very sad. Yes, I'm a very sad fucking guy that was that was depending on that woman's love and our future together, and it was taken away. Well, I've got to learn to deal with that.
Yeah, there's nothing a shrink or anybody else can teach you. Yeah, that you don't already know. All right. Now you know it's damaging you mentally and physically. Okay. You know you've spent fucking 10 years with this holding you back, and it ain't gonna get no better. Ain't gonna get no easier.
Oh no, I've been told time and time again by this artificial intelligence, she will never give you closure. That's her power, and she will never relinquish it. The person who has to get the closure is you have to give it to yourself.
Yep.
That's
And that's
fucking
what I
so
was saying to you.
incredibly. It's going to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, Steve. I'm laying my heart open to you. That's going to be the toughest thing I'm ever going to have had to do in my life. I know it
Right. And
sounds
that's
silly
why I
to a
said
lot of
earlier,
people.
maybe it'd be good. Maybe it'd be good for you to get your son over. If you not had him around you for 20 years, maybe it'd be good for you to move away from your mountain for a couple of weeks, or for a week, or for a few days in the opposite direction to where your ex lives. You know, because it's like harassment comes. There's a lot of freaking things that falls into that harassment bracket.
Who's who's
So yeah,
time matters 321's in his chat trolling me?
hello, time matters. 3, 2, 1.
But I don't give a fuck. Say what you want, time matters. You ain't gonna fucking do anything to me, buddy. And I think I'm
One
probably
thing you'll
fucking shit.
learn about YouTube, one thing you'll learn about YouTube, yeah, is we're all fucking trolls, yeah? We're all troll to someone, or to a channel, or to a chat, in somebody's perspective. You know this channel, right? This channel gives benefit of the doubt, first off, to a bunch of misfits. That's how this channel was productive in the earlier days.
Your
Entertaining
channel, not
one,
your channel,
and
not YouTube.
this channel, this channel, this channel, my channel, yeah, this channel, this chat, this panel was a sanctuary for misfits amongst the YouTube communities. Anybody that was being singled off was welcomed here because I wanted to find out for myself why they being singled off. I didn't want to listen to anybody else's fucking opinions. I wanted to make my own opinion about the individuals. Right? And so the misfits took over this channel. So they thought. So they thought. But how can they take over when they're invited? Do you get what I'm saying there? When you're
Yeah,
invited, you've got permission to be. Okay, when you're invited, you're encouraged to be. So being encouraged to be you, to show your true colors, to blossom or to fail, that's what this channel started off at. And then I started exploring so many other channels of topics and things that I was interested in, rather than all the things that were being forced upon me. And this channel is built up of a lot of people from a lot of different communities. A lot of different communities.
that's why I'm honest when I'm in here, and I open my heart up and I show people who I am and what I am, and without fear or favour, without fear of. He can criticise me all he wants. So you don't know me. He's never fucking stood in my face. And if he
Right?
was in my face, he would tell
One
me to
thing,
man up. I say,
one thing I've always said to the people on my panel: ignore the chat, have a conversation with the host, ignore the chat. Yeah, they're not your fan club; they're my fan club. They come here to listen to me, to talk to me. But if you're gonna play up with the and be triggered by what somebody's writing in the comments, well then you're taking over, and this ain't the environment that you want to be trying to take over. I've said it for 4 fucking years to peoples. So if there's anything relevant that I think is relevant, it'd appear on the screen like that. But because I'm so used to the people reading the chat and making a point of taking over, I've said, well, I don't need to highlight anything. I don't need my face on camera. I don't need. So entertain me. And that's what I be showing people. This channel has upset so many people that came here to pay attention to me because the people more dominant, the people that more playful. When I was socializing with the Australian peoples, my chatters didn't like Australian peoples. When I had American peoples up on my panel, they didn't like Americans. When I've got peoples of the 420 community, we're all a bunch of junkies. When I had peoples that can sing, they can't sing. When I had people straight talking with life experiences, that wasn't appreciated either. But I keep going, yeah, because my message to the world, I don't give a fuck what any of you says, what any of you thinks. I may react, but I couldn't give a fuck either way. It don't make me want to fucking lock my doors, close my windows, isolate myself, get written off on the fucking pip. You get me? It don't make me want to go around, get my gang together to sort you out. You get me?
Yeah, you've set the rules out. I understand it, and I respect it, and I'm letting you. You're the channel host, and I appreciate the way you've got the rules. It makes it easier for me if I haven't got to monitor the messages because I think that I'm supposed to pay attention to them as well. But I understand. If there's anything irrelevant,
The
you'll
only
point it out,
reason,
and I'll leave it at that.
the only reason you think that you should be paying attention to my chat is because it's available. If I make it not available to your peoples, you know, then what?
No, I'm happy with it. I'm here to talk to you and to participate in the panel, not to glorify the messages or to get offended. I just noticed that there was a comment there that was a little bit kind of unfair, but it's okay.
The most unfair thing that has been mentioned in this chat that I can see is nothing to do with nothing. It was, where is it? John Tracy. John Tracy said it. Right? Yeah, yeah. I'm glad that's a hose pipe you're using, Steve. Yeah. That's the most offensive thing in the chat, and it's not even offensive. You know, it's just some people could just turn on the channel and think, "Oh God, he's having a piss," and he pisses like a fucking horse. Do you get me? He must have a
Yeah,
fanny fucking water gushing out of him like that rather than a fucking penis. Because we're
I
all
saw
men
that.
in this chat.
I saw the comment and I saw you responded to it. You said it was my host pipe.
I did put all the blame and responsibilities on you. Yes, I did. And because
Oh,
John
cool. I
Tracy
wouldn't come
knows
in here.
me, he knows that I don't find that offensive. Yeah, I just using that as an example and a
Yeah,
distraction.
I wouldn't come in here if I was going to be offended by stuff or if I was going to be frightened of what the truth might be because or what's anyone's opinion of me. That's the reason I'm in here, isn't it? When you have a conversation with someone, it's not to dictate your opinion over someone else's. You offer your opinion, and then you have to lay yourself open to the response. That's the art of communication, isn't it?
Yep. You know, when I had jumped up on me mates, when I joined me mates channel this morning, um, it was because somebody had written in the chat, "Get rid of that strictly cycling." That's the only reason I joined Motor City Maniacs chat this morning, was because somebody in the chat was saying, "Get rid of strictly cycling." He's screaming, he's talking over everybody's, he keeps fucking reverting back to politics. You know, like, what the fuck is wrong with this stupid guy? He's obsessed.
He should dedicate himself to channels where they want to talk about politics.
I've tried inviting him. I tried inviting him to those channels, same as I did with Ali Khan and his Starseed fucking rigmaroles. I try inviting these people to where they'd be welcomed and encouraged, but these people are cowardly cunts. They go after people that, you know, like they can't compete with.
Yeah, people who they can try and lord it over them or impose.
Yeah, but look at this Ali Khan now. Yeah, there's about 30 people clipping him. You know, people are building their channels, creating channels just so they can clip what Ali Khan's doing. He feels like a celebrity. Personally, people like Ali Khan and Andy Beep Beep, people should be ignoring. Yeah, ignore these motherfuckers. Leave them in the fucking cobwebs. Yeah, and then the real people can have them sorted. While you're protecting these people by having them fucking on screen, on every fucking screen, and joining and encouraging, you're only making yourselves target. You're distracting and deflecting from from the realities, and it's not healthy. Hey, floppy disk, welcome there, good sir. Encouraging is enabling the wrongins to continue doing their wrong behavior. That's guilty by association.
Well, that's
Be
the
honest.
reason. That's the reason I was commenting on that brother-in-law, the politician, because he's enabler, an accomplice, and an apologist for an abuser, my abuser, and that's why she's she's mentally ill. She does what she does because she's got a personality disorder. Her family don't have that get out card. You know, they don't have the chance to get out and say, "Oh, we're mentally ill." No, you're fully conscious, fully educated, and you're enabling a woman to spend her whole life running through trails of broken relationships because she's got a fucking issue. And I'm pointing it out, and that's the only reason I'm in his fucking political fucking
Because you're
world.
pointing out the obvious, because you're pointing out the obvious to people to have to tolerate, yeah, you're not doing them any favors. You know, you make yourself look like the bad guy, rather than you getting
Yeah,
on with your life and ignoring that family even fucking exists. Yeah, that family saying, "Why is he keeping on at us? Why is he keeping on at us? Wait, look, I've got another fucking message. Oh, look, yeah, you're in their household. Why would you do that? You know, those
I
people are
thought
not responsible for her. She is an individual, and let her be taken, like casted out as an individual. While you're seen to be still involved, yeah, that family cannot discard her for being a bad person. That
I
family
don't want
has
them
to
to
protect her.
discard her. I don't want them to discard her. I want them to have a look and maybe say to her, "Hey, darling, are you okay? Are you really
Are you
okay?"
sure they haven't? Are you sure they haven't?
I don't know what they're doing. I'm
You
hoping
know, you're
maybe they
just
have.
presuming. You're just presuming. You're presuming. Yeah, you're creating a fantasy.
My own fantasy.
That's how it is. Yeah, you're creating what you want to understand and believe goes on within that bloodline. Rather than washing your hands with it, you're trying to control and be the main influencer of that family.
They're very powerful, and there's a lot of them. I'm one person, isolated
And
British guy
amen,
in a foreign
amen,
country.
amen, amen. The more of them, the better. For people like me, the more of them, the better. We take down their whole associations and associates. Anybody that buys into or buys from or fucking anything that fucking feeds and fucking, yeah, we take out their whole fucking bloodline. There is nothing more powerful than an individual with nothing to lose. When you've got things to lose, it's a game. It ain't life and death. You're not the games master, but you're trying to be. You're not even the main fucking. You're not even the captain of the team. You're
I'm a
not even on the
nobody.
substitute. Fucking, you're not even on the substitute line as far as all those people are concerned. So
I'm a nobody.
give them it back. Give them it back, and be the good man that you know you are. L- Let go. Yeah,
You're
carry it
telling me
with you
exact.
everywhere.
You're telling me exactly what the artificial intelligence says. You're making yourself look obsessive. It's playing into their hands. You're telling me dead right stuff, Steve. I know that what you're telling me is dead right because that's exactly what the
Right.
artificial intelligence says. And I've just put a copy of my chat with the artificial intelligence in his room, so they can just have a look at it. They're not forced to look at it. They can look at it.
What does the artificial intelligence say about my ideas for you for steps to recover? I cannot wave a fucking wand and change everything. I cannot click my fingers and change everything. But what does your AI fucking psychiatrist, and when you speak to your psychologist and psychiatrist tomorrow, what do these fucking educated entities say about my suggestions?
They'll
Turn your
probably
back
say
for a
you're.
week. Come visit
They'll
me
say you're.
500 miles away. Change
They'll
the
say you're
scenery.
bang on.
Change the fucking. Okay? So why won't you take that medicine? Why won't you take that leap? Why, when we were having a, do you mind if I recite what we spoke about the other day? How you said if I said, if you told me if I wanted to return back to Granadas, that's the only time you'd come up here.
Well, not the only time, but it definitely would be if I thought you were kind of in danger or you really wanted to get out of there, then that would be like a mercy mission, and it would carry more weight for me, you know. But I think you're happy
Okay.
there
One
almost
thing
where
about
you are.
me. One thing about me, and you can ask everybody everywhere I've been, and I'll give you a list of everywhere I've been. I never phone and ask for help. I never expect my people that I'm walking with to walk with me and carry my weight. I never do that. Ever. I stand ground, my own ground, on my own two fucking feet. Do you get me? And I sleep well every time I put my head to pillow. Never, ever, ever have I asked for backup. Ever have I asked for somebody to come and fucking get me out of this shit.
Yeah,
Because I don't live in shit, bro. I don't
I
live in
can
shit.
second that.
I've got one life. I've got one life and I live it. That's the big difference. Yeah. That's why I would never ask for help. Ask this channel. Whenever I have asked anybody to send me monies, I have never sent an email or a WhatsApp or a messenger or called somebody and says, "Hey, I got no dog money. I got no fucking money for wacky. I got no fucking rent monies. I've got no phone credit." I've never phoned an individual. I may have put it up on my post and I may have spoken about it, but I have never asked for a bailout. That's not my style.
I don't doubt it. I sent a message. Oh shit! Fucking careful! I almost went on my ass then in a load of fucking thorns. I sent I sent a message to Barefoot today saying I've got that stuff for you if you want me to bring it or if you want it, and he just hasn't responded. He's seen the message. I don't quite
Well,
know
all you
what's
got to
going on
do is
with him.
drive past him one day. Drive past him one day, and fucking, are you there barefoot? That's all you got to do.
Well,
Saying
I do.
and being, saying and being are 10 different things. Totally opposite ends of the fucking spectrum.
Well, I hope he's all right. I'm sure he wouldn't even say if he wasn't. Hey, that's probably the sort of guy he is. He won't say that he's not okay,
He's
even
a
if he wasn't
hippie.
okay.
He is a hippie, right? He is a hippie. Barefoot is a hippie, right? He would be so happy not to be. Hello, mate. What are you doing? Living over here? Yeah. Okay, England's fucking shit, mate. Been in Spain 11 years. Eh? Been in Spain 11 years. Yeah. Okay. Now, how long have you been over here then? Been in Benidorm since November. Yeah. But been around Spain since 2011, 2014. Where from England, mate? Yep, Bristol, Frome, Somerset, Bath, Southampton, Wales. Yeah. Yeah. And then when I told my father, he took me to County Court, Southern Ireland. Oh yeah, Southern Ireland. Yeah. The accent, like. Yeah. I didn't blame me because fucking really shit. I don't know. I mean, at least it's a lot better, you know what I mean? You just gotta watch the fucking. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta watch, haven't you, as well? Gotta watch everything. Yeah. Well, no different anywhere. Yeah. Was it Alsatian? Cross German Shepherd, Japanese Akita. Yeah. His dad was the Akita. That's what I'm the old chap. I'm going back tonight. My father's up here in this weird part, so I left here about 11. I was walking that way. Right. On my own.
like this with the back of me. I thought it's not fucking right, this, you know what I mean? So I turned round, fucking about 2 guys, wasn't it? Give me your phone. I said, what are you fucking talking to? He tried to stop the train. I kicked him. As I kicked him, I don't know where they come from. This was right at the top. Yeah.
All right.
Out of just nowhere. The trees fucking pushed me on the floor. It's all,
Yeah.
no money wise, you know what I mean? So
Fucking scumbag.
scumbags, man, you know what I mean, aren't they? Scumbags.
For me, when I was living on the other side of that fence in November, I used to jump that fence and rush out and help people there.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't so much happen in this area. Yeah.
So you know this at 10, yeah.
Oh yeah.
10, yeah. I keep fucking private, mate. You know what I mean? You sure? Yeah, just take it, man.
You need to get a phone replacement or put it towards.
To get back, mate.
Sure.
Just take the fibre.
Fair play.
Yeah, I wait till I did because you're British, man. You know what I mean? So.
Fair play.
Yeah, fucking. At least the weather's good, don't it? You know.
Right. Now, did you go to the? Have you been to the computer? You've done to, please.
I had to.
Now, have you got it on the check? Pinpointing.
No, because they took the fucking thing out. But what I'm doing, all my stuff was on that phone. So what I've done, I'm gonna have to get a boarding pass. I'm leaving tonight. You know what I mean? So.
Well, one thing somebody told me they got robbed Sunday night. I think they got robbed. They said there's an estate up the place here, up the ways here. Yeah,
that's where I went. Yeah.
And there's that's where a lot of things are being pinpointed. When they went and reported it to the police because they followed the tracker, the police told them, "Oh, that's a dodgy area. Don't go there."
That's why I ended up there. Right. You know what I mean? Because I had a bit to drink.
he said one day there'll be a team of people like yourself this year and just fucking they need it.
They need it, man. They need it.
I can do very little because that is my responsibility. It's like yourselves on camping holidays. You get me? Yeah, you wouldn't risk because of you got responsibilities. You do what? Yeah. Well, my name's Stephen. Thank you. Wow. Oh dear. Poor fella. Did you hear that? Did you?
He had his phone stolen.
Yeah, a couple of fellas fucking got the better of him and fucking took his phone off him. Further up the road from here. Right then. So this is something that I wanted to talk to you about. Right? You could, just be here with me for a few days, maybe a week. Roger could arrive up here. David Redbeard could arrive up here. And that would be 4 of us, right? And I reckon the 4 of us could do a nice impression on following these muggers. Being prepared for these muggers, doing a bit of surveillance, recognizing where they go with their stolen goods.
Yeah.
We could just patrol the area and not pay attention, but just be present. Just, it prevents any activities. But for me, I got nothing else that I'm doing with my life. And I'd much sooner continue doing what I'd be doing, what I've always been doing. Being there, being available, and doing the right rather than acknowledging the shit's going on, and I can do nothing about it. And that's why I never watched the news. That's why I never read the newspapers. That's why I don't watch the movies. That's why I ain't interested in the fucking musicians or the individual celebrities or the politicians or wearing a uniform, because it's all representing stuff you got no control over as an individual. All that fear mongering that they do on this thing with television made me recognize I don't want them to be feared. Yeah, I had fear going home to my father's house or to my mother's house. I had fears as a fucking child. I ain't got no fears now, apart from the progress that I can make.
Yeah, that's incredibly sad to have to say that, what you've just said. I find that incredibly sad. That business about not having a safe space that you're in your own fucking house with your parents. That's incredibly tough.
You know, every time I go into the house, yeah, there's all that, memories of being indoors, of, yeah. And for me, it's like really fucking, yeah, not how I want to live. Whenever I've built my own shelters, yeah, is a whole new energy. You get me? There isn't any other energy involved apart from where those materials came from.
Yeah, you had a lovely little camp down there in them humble eucalyptus trees. Comfortable,
Yeah,
dry.
yeah, created by me. You get me? Yeah, invented and designed by myself. Just spur of the moment. These materials, this can do that. Boom. Well, I've been like that most of my life. There's people in Ireland that will tell you the same. In England, throughout the festivals and parties and the city streets, and here in Spain and Wales, and nobody else got anything to say. All my foreign friends would be able to tell you the same as well. Whether they be Dutch, German, French, Belgium, Denmark, Norwegian, Australian, people that have been in my accommodations. I make my day. You get me, yeah? Whereas, really, I should be one of them street muggers. I shouldn't have to have a conscience about other people's and the peace that is available. It's a dog eat dog world. The world's about to explode with all the fucking nuclear threats. You get me? It's from all the gas or oil pollutions, all the fucking pharmaceutical medications, with all the preservatives and all that shit. The world's just exploding away from the natural that we are.
Let's just keep it simple, eh? I'm keeping it simple. You're
Mm-mm.
keeping it simple.
It's not about keeping it simple. It's not about keeping it simple. No, it's about keeping it fucking real. Simple. You follow the main lines. Yeah. Simple. You don't divert. You know. When people are pointing you out to other people, and you catch them doing it, and then you wave at them, and then they turn their back on you. Which way do I approach them? Face front, to the left, to the right, or take them from behind? If I take them from behind, there'll be a big stick at the back of the knees, and down face front they'll go. I wonder do they cricket or they rugby players?
I don't know, but they're coming from a world where they watch television and go to the supermarket and a very, very small fucking world experience. And they got no business pointing at anybody. They need to be pointing at themselves. in my opinion.
maybe. These three people now, because it was two, now it's three. They look like the folk that came off of the desert, where they probably didn't have any electricity, plenty of oil, but no, or opium, but no electricity. Now they're in Europe. There's plenty of electricity. Buenos Aires. Surprised me how long you've lasted out there, Steve. Hey, thanks, John Tracy. It's easy, bro. It's easy. But thank you. Fair play to you, but I don't know how long, how you've lasted it so long where you're at. Can be a bit of sleuthing for peace of mind and personal safety. That trampoline setup was like a mansion, own lord of the manor. Yep, yeah, I was. Technically, in theory, I could set up a place like that in every town and on the outskirts of every city. Yeah, the amount of trampolines that have had the rubbers burned from the sun, weather corroded, should we say, is they're everywhere. The plastic covering, that's in every hardware store. And what else? The crochet netting. Well, that was a unique um, work of art. That was never be able to replace the energy that I carried in that netting. That had way more energy than my walking talking stick. And that by the skin of your teeth. Uh, but being around the block yourself. Yeah, I thought he was being horrible to your dog. When he first started walking this dog around, he um he had an electric collar on it, and now he's dragging the dog, pulling on the dog, not letting him sniff anything. That's one thing. Mm, I can walk with grizzlies. I can march with grizzlies. I can hold him on the short leash, and he knows the difference between barely hold, just guiding the fucking lead, or he's on the short leash. When he's on a short leash, we're marching, and I don't encourage or allow the pissing and sniffing. When I'm barely holding the lead, just guiding it, he's leading the way. He sniffs where he likes, he's fucking crisscrossing, going around, doing what the fuck he likes. Now he's shouting at his dog. I've learned with grizzlies, yeah, fucking shouting, he cower, he go, he's ignorant. I learned that from fucking very early on with himself and his brother, how they used to cower or hide, stay out in the mountains if I was calling them. And a couple of times losing the plot walking with them on freaking busy, dangerous roads, and them was trying to act the bollocks. I talk to them like I talk to anything, like I talk. I piss a lot of people's off, yeah, because I'm very fond of talking about myself. And when I'm listening to other people's, you know, is I'm looking into the bigger picture of why, like why they saying these things, what's going on, what responses are best, and Then when I get compassionate people like yourself, I get the opportunity of telling you what's what, and you take it on board. You're able to repeat and recite what I be saying, and you're able to back me up and encourage.
It's what it's all
Because it's a
about, dude.
rarity in people. It's a rare in these days. So
Yeah, well, we've both had kind of experiences that have marked us and that have stood us out
I know.
from the others.
Muy bien,
We've been
muy bien.
we've been stood out
I'm
from the
content.
crowd. We've cut our own path. We've been courageous. We haven't always been successful, but we've been courageous and we've stuck to our fucking principles. And you can't do much more than that. I can see some ants drowning here, but they're going to have to fuck off. It's not my fault they're here. I've got to water my trees. If they're going to drown the ants are going to have to drown.
They'll float to the drier grounds. Yeah, where they'll bond together and get themselves out. Yeah, you check. There won't be many dead ants laying around. They're so intelligent. They're really, really intelligent. And the problem, the real reason why you've got ants in that Pacific line is because you created that path for them. Because you're feeding your fucking tree. Ants want water. Yeah, ants do a lot of work for the roots, oxygenize the soils.
Yeah, I'm not against them.
They
I
do
just
it a
don't
lot.
like the idea that I'm killing them. That's all. But they'll float
You're
away,
not
like you
killing
say.
them. Like I said, you're not killing them. That's like white water rafting at the moment. That's fucking fun. Hello, pumpkin spice. Where have
Hello,
I been
pumpkin
all
spice.
your life? Where have you been all my life? Hopefully not in McDonald's. I don't want a wife that's been in McDonald's all her life. You get me? I can't afford McDonald's 3 times a day. So yeah, and I don't condone that sort of energy either.
I'll tell you what you should try, Steve. Check out, see if there's a Colombian restaurant in Alicante.
A Mexican restaurant there is in Alicante. Where there is one here in Benidorm, I think there is also, but I haven't checked. I know that there's Colombian, there's
That's what
Argentinian.
Colombian's really good.
Right?
Right, I'm going to have a quick shower, right? So I'll turn the camera off because we don't want anybody getting porn bombed.
Are you doing something with your physical entities, body? Oh, he's gonna go for a piss. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to see you in the mirror. Thank you.
No, no, I'm having a shower, but I've got to turn the camera off. Just have a quick shower.
I uh, I hope that was your. I hope you're covering up with your hand.
I'm not naked. I've got shorts on. I haven't undressed yet.
Oh, oh, okay. That's all right then. Because I don't want pumpkin spice sizing up Willies. You know.
Yeah. Well, she'd need to get a microscope out.
Happy days. So you're a grower and not a shower then, eh?
Yeah, I'm a grower, and when it grows, it's not half bad. But there you go.
Okay. Too much information. Too much
Are you a
information
grower
for
or a
my ears.
shower? Are you a grower or a shower, Steve?
I'm not fucking telling you, you silly bugger.
No. Well, you asked me. They don't complain. Let's put it that way. Especially if you know what to do with it.
I may remind people that there's equality in 2026, right? But listen, yeah, I'm not saying I agree with it, all right? So just because I ask you, don't mean you can ask me by my
Okay.
standards.
with the water still warm.
Is that all right? I think it
And if
scared
it's not,
everybody away.
if it's not still
I
warm,
don't
it's
hear
not
what
still
you're
warm.
saying. Oh, what, your hot water? Your solar shower?
Yeah, it should be warm. I'll see now. It's gone a bit windy now, though, unfortunately.
When I go to the beach and I feel the temperature of my fresh water, you know, even at like 10, half 10, 11, it's still warm.
It's
A
red
nice
hot, Steve.
warm.
It's fucking red hot, this water. And it's been on 3 hours ago. I turned the tap off. Fucking hell, lovely.
Right. I'd have red hot water by about like I'd have 8 liters of water, like fucking hot, within about fucking half, but by about half past 10 here, I reckon. If I went up to up to catch the sunrise, which means I'd have to go over the buildings there because the buildings block it out.
Oh, what a
If I
fucking
went direct
luxury. Red hot
sunshine,
shower for free.
mm. But it's not free though, is it? Really? How much did the pipe cost you? How much did the shower head cost you? How many years did it take you to get it?
You what?
How many years did it take you to get that shower and the hot water?
Set up like it is now. Fucking hell. Fucking 2012. 12 years. 14 years.
Okay.
I
Oh,
still
so it's
love it, though.
recently set up the way it is then. Okay, so
I've recently,
that's
yeah.
14 years wages. So that's 14 years wages at least that it's costed you waiting all
I
that
bought
time.
this land in 2011, and then I got with her in 2012, and she pushed me in reverse for many years. That woman did. Took me away from
Mhm.
my passions, and gave me new passions, but they were only false passions to be used as
You mean she
a
put a
weapon.
distraction there? You mean my way of wording it is she put a distraction there and you fell for it. You let
Yeah,
herself be responsible for distracting you from your natural calling, which ended up yeah fucking you up.
I don't regret
You
it, and
you
I
had
don't blame her, and that's that. I don't regret it. I don't blame her.
when you moved up
She did what
when
she
you
thought
moved
she
up
was
that
trying to do.
mountain. When you bought that mountain, yeah, and you constructed the home, um, you had plans, and then you met the woman, and you gotta get them years back. How are you gonna get them years back?
I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes, Steve, because I can't really hear very well now. I'm under the water. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I'll ask you to repeat that question when I finish. Hold
Uh,
on.
I'd be telling you to freaking rewind. I don't get paid enough to. I don't get paid. I don't get paid to repeat myself. Come on, my listeners. How much for me to repeat myself? I hear your baby crying. There's one thing don't hear too often in Bengal is young, especially babies. The birds get louder now, and so maybe the babies are trying to sing along with the birds. So nobody got freaking what do you call it? a reasonable value to me repeating myself. And for you, refreshments are available during short break. Oh yeah, people go and put the kettle on, put the toast in the toaster, and maybe things will continue shortly after the toast and kettle have popped. Where's pumpkin spice run off to? I'm gonna mute you because I can hear like some weird cooking sounds. You can unmute yourself and yeah, that's better. You can unmute yourself when you're able to talk again. Don't forget to scrub behind your ears. Did you take your razor in with you? Don't forget to shave. Maybe a pair of scissors for cutting back the armpit hairs. If you got a mirror there to look in to trim down your eyebrows. You what? You what? Don't be so naughty, Stephen. Don't know if you've been listening Pumpkin Spice, but Ashley's having a shower. You know, right? Fellow dog walkers, yeah, absolutely smiling when they see himself and Grizzly's laying under that tree. Yeah. Well, Grizzly's up against the bush, and I'm sitting under the tree. And people are walking their dogs, and they see myself and Grizzly's, and they double confirm that Grizzly's, yeah, it's nice and fresh. He's got wet grounds. He's getting all muddy. Yeah. He's well brushed. He's well fed. He's well exercised because they see this around the place. They're happy to let their dogs interact and sit around with us when they go to the bars, when they go shopping. Mid meeting whole families of various um, nationalities. People introducing us to their daughters and their relatives, to their sons. Oh, there are a lot more people have had daughters than they've had sons. And most of them are either in their fucking 40s, like 30s, and 20s. There is one family here, and they've introduced us to friggin' four generations. And it's like, wow, that's fucking awesome, that is. To see the four generations there together. It's like, yeah, I'll take your pictures for that with all your devices. All right, look, pigeon. Come and look if there's any munchies. The grizzles don't like me feeding you. And if I start feeding you, he's going to be running around here and chasing you off. And then I'll have to clean up the mess that I've made. School holiday soon. You know what? Yeah, it is going to get busier. But but some areas like this, is, I've seen it is the busiest so far. But when it's all day, every day, all night, every night, non-stop, it won't last long. And what I've been told, a lot of businesses close for the highest finance. A lot of the businesses close for the hottest parts of the summer. I know people that have been closed for more than a month, and then the charity shop, and then the bars, and then there'll be no reason for people up and down there. That's when we can really turn up the loud sound system when we got nobody to bother. To be told and encouraged by so many people, is, your sound Steve. Yeah, I want to encourage you with this. I want to encourage you with that. I want to invite you to this. I was inviting you, you know, and it's wow, wow. But it's clean and tidy around here on both sides of the street. Clean and tidy. linking and connecting. Happy days. So he's not bothered about when this gets busy. We're looking forward to it. Charity shops closing in the masses. Oh, you okay? Spain versus Austria. About to kick off on the hour. Okay, got 5 minutes for that. The World Cup. They're just playing the national anthem for both teams. Okay. The Spanish are out celebrating today, the masses. That's what I'm told about the hottest weeks in Spain. Is with Benidorm, a lot of local British people. Them's telling me the Spanish takes over for the summer.
I know someone that
That's
comes from Granada to go to Benidorm on holiday, and she
yeah,
says she loves it.
yeah,
Says the people are really nice.
yeah, yeah. I can prove that. I can vouch for her word spoke. Yeah, I've not had any issues. One, that what, yeah, but he's one as open as I am. You know, he's like somewhat happy days. Glad nobody got really hurt. May have been told to move the fuck on. Don't want to see he's around no more. But happy days. Yeah, for sure. I'll be here in the cheers, John. For sure will. Uh, I've not met any Austrians here in Benidorm. I have done in Grenada's. Had this obnoxious fucking survivalist camper with all the equipment. Never done any camping before. Yeah, like Plonker he was. There's a lot of those that types there. Not freaking beneficial. And circles round the whole book. Of everything they did failing, showed them a lot. Make sustainable gardens, use the environment, and get fucking encouraged. Nobody say nothing. Not even when there's fucking false alarm about a big massive fucking fire. It wasn't. It was only two tea lights. Created laughter. Went from fucking flashing lights and obnoxious, arrogant 40 boys in uniform are racing in and then approaching me pond and seeing freaking two candles floating inside of a wok. Do you get me? They were laughing their arses off. You know, when they were making their annual bus, they used to take their siestas in my garden. Uh, our first interaction wasn't like that, though. Our first interaction, they invaded my garden. Yeah, I tell you, I got fucking PNC checked a couple of days ago. I think it was Monday morning. Yeah, it must have been Monday morning. Yeah, that's the only day I had available all day. Uh, National Police, yeah, wanted me identifications, but they knew we were living up here. Could tell by their body languages, their facial expressions, and their vocabulary. And when they left with absolutely zero interest in myself or my grizzle, happy days. Since September fucking 2014, I've been here without going, um, only going to Morocco. You get me? I've not gone west. We went south. Loving it, loving it. I'm gonna try and wait out until near last orders, one of the Chinese or Japanese place. Probably Japanese place. Mm. If I was clever, I'd go to two places. You get a dish from there and a dish from there, and then have them at the same time. You know, you know, did you pay attention when I said it? Since when did I first experience that on Sunday, Monday, on Monday? So I've been places and I've said about it. Oh, Jerez, bueno. See, when you get people smiling and looking for that eye contact, it's like happy days. Ah.
What the fuck was that for a noise?
Is it a butterfly or a bat or a bird? Maybe a mouse.
The football's on the radio.
Oh, good.
I
I've
put
been
the radio
listening
on
to the ambient sound.
so it thinks that it sounds like I'm in the house.
Right.
9 o'clock, eh? What a great time to get out.
It is, yeah. Is when the Spanish are eating, and then they'll go out for their ice creams and for strolls along the village and the cities and the beach. But they won't, well, not the beach, but the seafront. The beach will be literally empty.
Can't see that calf.
You know,
Now
I
you
can
say
do
I can't.
many things around this area, right? And grizzlies don't pay attention. But as soon as I zip that tent up, yeah, and I only zipped up because I felt it was a bit, personal for if people are getting busy tonight. It's a bit personal to have wide open. Yep. For that reason, I keeps it open so the grizzlies can climb in there if he wants to. But he seems to be happy enough laying on the mat or on the tiles around here. And moving the tent forward, that is a good idea. That's opened up the freshness at the back a bit more, air circulation, which is healthy.
Oh, that'll be in the guitar case, won't it? The phone charger. On the road again. I just can't wait to get back on the road again. By the way, pussycat, wherever you are. He's too fucking brave. Don't be in the car. I can't even see him. Where he is, but don't be under my fucking car, please. I'd like to have a visuals on it, but I can't get any.
What are you looking for?
The cat. Just hoping to saw the cat around the car, but he must have cleared off.
Your phone didn't rotate. You're going driving somewhere, are you?
Didn't it rotate?
No.
Or is it upside down rotated?
No, we're seeing you sideways.
Try and see if I can do that. Hold on.
And screenshot that as well. Yeah. Somebody moved that out. You just ruined it. But that's good as well, though. You just put it out of the way a minute, whatever you did then.
Hold on.
Slide it.
So get,
Yeah, go to the fucking pound shop, the Chinese, and get a fucking a phone mount for your phone. That's sideways. Wait, what are you doing? You're making me go fucking. That, that's up. That's yeah. But it's better if it's turned sideways. And that's a clear picture of the forward. But it's got your finger in the way.
there we go.
Right, that's better. That's perfect. It's turned. Football stadium is in Los Angeles, where they're playing. Oh well,
Oh,
it's
that's better. Eh?
amazing. Coverage over with air conditioning. No fucking way. They're playing in an indoor stadium with air conditioning. All right, is it kickoff? Because they're cheering. I've just heard someone cheering.
I need to buy a strimmer, eh?
Well, or use your car,
Eh?
or use your car and drive over it.
Well, that's what I'm doing, but it makes a lot of. Well, I suppose it's all right. Yeah, I can pull the big stuff up by hand, and the grass doesn't really affect it, but the bushes that grow do what they do. You know.
See, for me now, doing a couple hours on that every day, yeah, with a slash hook throughout the fucking year, and just maintaining every day, like a little bit more, a little bit more. You always got fuel then. You always have big bushes to burn and be clearing grounds. If you had a strimmer, it'd be noisy, unless you had a rechargeable one rather than a
What,
pedal one.
what are you on about using instead of a strimmer?
A 12 volt, not a 12 volt, fucking what do you call it, a rechargeable one, yeah, rather than, hello, my dear, hey, yo.
Hold on a minute.
Hello, Chris. I haven't got nothing in my bag. Are you talking?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah, but it's alright.
no, I'll carry on.
Alright, my dear,
I'm just,
nice to
she
see
didn't
you.
want to go far early, so I'm just bringing her out again. I'll let you
Alright,
get on.
okay, my dear, see you later, then. Night, night, boy.
Come on, Pop, he's busy. Okay, come on.
Damn it,
Come on, Poppy, come on. See you in a bit.
anyway, my dear.
Come on, Poppy.
Right,
Oh,
I might grab my bag and walk with Darren. You're driving, so and you're on big screen. I'm muting for a little bit.
oh shit! I didn't see that bird. I'm glad it flew out of the way. Oh yeah, someone's tipped my water bottles on the floor, have they? Lots of them. That was fun. Oh shit! Got to take the car out of gear.
El genio, va el genio, va el genio, 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 vamos, 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 Lamin, vamos, Lamin, vamos, Lamin, Lamin Yamal, arrancando Lamin, sigue Lamin Yamal dentro, ¡ay, qué bueno! Lamin, que hace un caño el jugador de Austria, lo han celebrado como si fuese un gol, ¿eh? Es el espectáculo
Sí, pero
Lamin.
no sé si vosotros lo podéis apreciar también en la televisión. yo vuelvo a tener la pedrada del césped, que vuelve a estar
Sí.
o lento
Sí,
o seco.
está mal. Sí, sí.
Es que yo creo como son
Me parece
céspedes que son una mezcla.
Híbridos, eso
Sí,
es.
Claro.
Correcto.
Ayer estuvimos pisándolo aquí y la verdad que se ve a la vista, dices, qué pasada, pero luego una vez lo tienes, como dice Méndez, esa
Sí.
mezcla de natural
Eso
y
es.
artificial, para mí es que el balón no rueda bien y nos
no,
perjudica eso.
son un poco moquetas,
Es un poco moquetas, sí. Pero bueno, ¿qué temperatura hay?
22 grados de temperatura, de hecho acaba de salir el sol, se está espectacular hoy
Está
aquí
muy
en Los
bien,
Ángeles.
se está muy bien, de verdad.
Escucha, os digo una cosa. El césped está igual para ellos, ¿eh? Y ellos son un buen equipo también,
Sí,
que son
también.
jugadores de Bundesliga, de
Pero es una pena cuando Yamal hace las arrancadas.
Oyarzabal, no puede controlar a Miquel, el balón.
El tema es que cuando tú haces el 1 contra 1, esas arrancadas, yo creo que a Lamine Yamal, fijaros, ese cañito que le habían tirado al lateral le ha dado opción a que llegara el segundo jugador, que llegara Savitzer. Yo creo que en otras condiciones no hubiera llegado.
Luis, se levanta el césped, ese tipo de jugadas.
Está pasando, ¿eh? En otros campos ya sucedió en Guadalajara, además llovió mucho antes del partido en México, pero bueno, la selección sigue tocando, sigue buscando esas vías de creación. Ahora es Laporte el que va a conectar con Alex Baena. Alex Baena desde el perfil izquierdo del terreno de juego, defendiendo toda Austria, tocando en cortito el capitán Rodri, le deja el cuero a Pau Cubarsí, va el jugador catalán a apertura. ¡Uy, qué bien, qué bien! ¡A ver la mina! No, demasiado fuerte el envío de Pedro Porro al espacio hacia la media mal, demasiado fuerte.
Se lamenta Yamal, aunque finalmente le levanta el pulgar a Pedro Porro. Pase no fue muy bueno.
No, ni mucho menos. Buscaba ese balón al espacio de Lamine Yamal, muy conectado. Lamine Yamal, la auténtica estrella de esta selección española. La figura icónica de esta España en este mundial. Mete el pie Alex Baena, que gran mundial está haciendo también el jugador del Atlético de Madrid. La pelota que sale por el costado izquierdo del terreno de juego. Mira, nos vamos a ir a la pausa de hidratación. Estamos en el 23. Uy, seguidos.
Es que 22 grados de temperatura, corre el aire y nos vamos al cooling break. La gente silba porque quiere más. No le gusta esto.
En Nueva York, en un partido que estaba cayendo lluvia a cántaros, hubo pausa de hidratación. A ver, ahora le pido a seguir a nuestros analistas un titular, pero antes de que vuelva a sonar la alarma, ¿qué dicen los bomberos del parque de Parla, Tacho?
Vamos a escucharles porque han entrado justo antes, nos han estado contando dónde estaban. Bueno, ¿cómo habéis visto estos minutos de la selección de momento?
Bueno, lo que hemos visto bastante igualado, ¿no? Nos hemos perdido al principio, pero supongo que iría igual.
Mira, quien sí que ha visto el partido desde el principio es Pablo Saiz, que está también por aquí, otro miembro del cuerpo de bomberos. Bueno, también Yamal, yo creo de los jugadores más activos, ¿no?
Sí, la verdad es que está siendo muy activo. Lo que decían antes tus compañeros, yo creo que tenemos que ver más a Pedri y a Oyarzabal, a ver si le dan alguna oportunidad y pueden crear el gol.
Y una última pregunta aquí, después de lo que está la pausa de hidratación, al resto de compañeros, bueno, os voy a pedir una porra. De momento llevamos 23-25 minutos. A ver, ¿cómo creéis que va a quedar el partido de hoy?
Yo firmo el 3-1.
¿3-1?
Yo un 2-0.
Un 2-0. Pues eso es lo que nos comentan.
A ver, titulares, Luque.
Dominio, control, pero falta hacer daño. Falta plasmar la superioridad y la posesión en daño para los austríacos.
Poner a prueba es la Jessica.
Sí, a ver, porque falta ese pelín de finura, ¿no? Para encontrar, por ejemplo, a Mikel Oyarzabal, pero hay actividad en zona a la 1000, aunque está bien vigilado por Leiner, que al final está curtido en 1000 batallas, pero lo vemos muy activo a Lamine Yamal. Y esa presión alta, efectiva de Austria está haciendo que se active la línea defensiva de España, pero está respondiendo muy bien porque no ha concedido. Estoy viendo muy serios tanto a Cubarsí como a Laporte.
Árbitro, Pino Zamorano, a ti también te preguntamos, que tú eres tío de fútbol.
Pues se puede. España tiene la pelota, está jugando, están con velocidad. Falta esa pizca de ingenio y yo creo que si no hay muchos parones como este,
sí, pues que esto corta el ritmo, ¿eh?
Total.
Esto corta el ritmo.
Esto al final son 4 cuartos y esto a equipos como nosotros que mueven la pelota nos mata.
A veces es un poco lotería esta pausa, Sergio, porque a veces te viene bien y otra de repente te para.
Estamos viendo que a veces beneficia a unos, otras beneficia a
otros. El
otros.
día más significativo fue el día del Brasil. Segunda parte, empata Brasil, se ve que va por el partido, llega la pausa de hidratación Es como que hubieran cambiado el equipo.
Pero en cambio, ayer a Inglaterra le vino de miedo la pausa de hidratación. Bueno, yo creo que España está bien, no está haciendo un partido colosal, pero yo reconozco más cosas de las que España nos ha ofrecido las últimas 2 temporadas, incluida la Eurocopa, que lo que hemos visto en el resto de partidos del Mundial. Yo creo que tiene que tener un poco de paciencia porque los austriacos están presionando en muchas zonas del campo 1 contra 1 y eso agota, pero digamos que España no se parece en nada, por ejemplo, al día de Uruguay ni a gran parte del partido de Cabo Verde. O sea, yo creo que la cosa está más o menos en un lugar favorable para España.
Pues esto va a arrancar después de la pausa, Antonio. Vamos a por el segundo cuarto, que ya vamos
Sí,
a
señor.
empezar a acostumbrar a verlo así.
Sí, como en básquet. Sí, sí. Por cierto,
También se
han
ha
pasado las mangueras.
Sí, también se ha hidratado el césped. Han regado, nos ha llamado mucho la atención.
Si es que por eso
un
lo hacen,
minutito,
si es por el césped, por eso hacen la
pero
pausa.
le han dado manguerazo porque es que se queda seco.
Que no está bien, Sergio.
No. Vamos a llevar una autobomba que hay aquí. ¿Cuánto vale o sea, eso cuántos litros cabían en la grande? 3.000 litros.
12.000 litros.
12.000 litros, Juan.
12.000 litros.
Va a haber que llevarla a Los Ángeles porque
Pues-
va a empezar a regar ahí, pero a saco, ¿eh?
Pues la traemos, ¿eh? La traemos. A ver, mira Lamine Yamal, Pedro Porro va al muy fuerte, muy fuerte. Ese centro de Pedro Porro. Conectó bien el Lamine Yamal, pero sale por el lado derecho del aporte del campo de Austria. Por lo tanto, será saque de banda a favor del conjunto austríaco. Hay muchos aficionados
Oye,
españoles, ¿eh?
Sí, una cosa, para que no tampoco empiece a cundir cierto desánimo, porque es que no hemos marcado todavía. Estamos en el 27. Aquí, salvo Francia, que ha pasado a rodillo a todo el mundo a partir de la segunda parte del primer partido, porque en la primera frente a Senegal les pasa, por encima con un balón al palo. El resto, ni Inglaterra, ni Argentina, ni Alemania, por supuesto. ¿Quién más? Ni
Brasil,
Portugal, ni Brasil.
Inglaterra.
Por eso, nadie ha sido capaz
Nadie,
de decir, bueno, es que te están metiendo dentro.
España está dominando.
A ver,
claramente
Pedri.
el
A ver,
partido,
Pedri. ¡Qué bueno el gesto técnico de Dani Olmo! Se acomodó la pelota en una ruleta. El balón a córner, saca de esquina, ese balón filtrado, ¿eh? Perfecto de Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal para Pedri. Pedri filtró el pase. ¿Cómo se acomoda la pelota? Y al final saca el defensa de Austria.
Providencial Pros, y el guardameta para meter la pierna y para mandar la córner va a sacar Lamine Yamal por la derecha.
Córner a favor de España. Buscamos el primero. Balón que se va cerrando. ¡Uy! ¡A Marco Cucurella!
Están protestando, cuidado.
Espera.
Lo han anulado por falta al portero. Está dialogando el árbitro con el guardameta y también con Rodri, el capitán. Vamos a ver la decisión final, pero de momento el gol no sube al marcador.
Tino Zamorano.
Yo creo que le hicieron pantalla en el área chica,
Puede ser.
al portero.
Puede ser, están protestándolo, pero se mantiene firme el colegiado.
¿Dónde está
Anulado.
la falta?
El portero.
Oh, mate, it's way too tight. Fucking hell. Try again. They're getting excited about this football, don't they? I'll tell you what, it don't give me an erection, I'll tell you that. What load of fucking nonsense.
Jugada de España que nos están empezando a emocionar con el favor de España.
Hay que aprovechar esta inercia, ¿eh? Estamos en la inercia buena, estamos en la hora buena ahora.
Es como os decía yo que las pausas de hidratación son buenas. Sí, es que lo tengo dicho.
Pues acabo de poquito, Duque.
A ver, córner. Dos tiempos aguantó perfectamente el Guadalete.
Y ahora se enfada Laporte diciendo, bueno, si le pitaron al portero en el saque de esquina, ahora pítame la
Claro.
Se cayó al suelo
Hombre,
y tiró el bocadillo.
Claro, es que es la misma falta, Pino.
Las ganas que tenemos.
Qué pena, qué pena.
Alfonso.
No, pero escucha, lo que pasa es que esa, o sea, le están haciendo el mismo bloqueo a ¿era Cubarsí o a
Laporte?
A
Laporte.
Sí, claro. El bloqueo se lo pitan como falta al portero.
Mira, a ver si puede Lamin, arriba. Arriba. Sale por encima. El travesaño, el pase.
La diferencia de la jugada anterior es el portero, el privilegio que tiene el portero dentro del área.
Pero que esa regla no está escrita. Es decir, aparece en el reglamento que no puedes tocar al portero en el área pequeña.
El portero goza de privilegios en el área meta. Y bueno.
Pero que no nos pase a nosotros, en nuestra área.
Pero estamos con buenas sensaciones. Lo que pasa es que ahora Austria quiere también responder desde el perfil derecho. Smith, el jugador del Werder Bremen, puede poner el centro al interior del área. La va a sacar Aymeric Laporte. Los dos centrales magníficos, ¿eh? Ahí está el disparo, sale por encima del travesaño de la portería de Unai Simón. Es que hace tiempo que no se ve, era David Álava, el que lanzó. Hace tiempo que no se ve a Austria llegar a la portería de Unai Simón.
Pero si todo lo de Austria son disparos de 38 metros, pues fenomenal.
De momento lo más peligroso son esos centros laterales. Es cierto que están tapando muy bien Laporte y Cubarsí, pero que hay que tener cuidado para que ellos no lancen con comodidad.
Yo creo que hace tiempo que no se ve a Austria llegar a la portería de Unai Simón en la construcción, porque habían empezado bien, habían empezado llegando y
emparejados. Fíjate, ahora saca Unai Simón y los jugadores de Austria emparejados 1-1 buscando esa presión en cuanto saca ya a morder.
Mira, ahí está el balón de Cubarsí para Unai Simón. No me gustan esos pases. Cuidado, la presión de los jugadores de Austria ahora. Tocando para Alex Baena. Alex Baena se va hacia la frontal del área. Alex Baena, ojo, que el balón va hacia el genio. Lamine Yamal. Que penal, autopase. Entraba el pase, pero al final sacó la pelota. La cobertura de Austria viene recuperando. Es que estamos recuperando el balón con bastante rapidez. Es una de las mejores noticias, pero cuidado que se le ha quedado atrás. Pero estuvo atento con Pau Cubarsí.
Está justificando la entrada, que ha pagado aquí la gente por ver a Lamine Yamal, que ya lleva 3 cañitos, 2 ruletas.
Neimer ya no va a abrir las piernas en todo el partido.
No.
Le ha hecho
Mira, Mikel Oyarzabal. ¡Qué pena! Dani Olmo está carburando España, Está carburando España, estamos en el 35. Lo vuelve a intentar Pedri. Vamos, Pedri. Cucurella. ¡Al centro! ¡Ya está!
Sounds like Spain just put one in the goal then.
Señoras, señores, saludan al equipo que resurge. La cuadra que dirige Luis de la Fuente. Jugada made in Spain. Ordenada, organizada. Todos tocando, todos llegando, todos moviendo. El centro. Y que bien de primera. Nicolás Oyarzabal para rematar, para ser el primero de España. Marca San Miguel Oyarzábal, marca Leibarres, marca España, marca nuestra selección. Estamos en el minuto 36 del primer tiempo. En Los Ángeles, España 1, Austria 0.
¿Cómo nos celebra abajo, Castro?
1-0 to
El gol
Spain
tiene
in
que darle
Austria.
enhorabuena porque Mikel Oyarzábal cogió el balón, se lo metió debajo de la camiseta, se lo dedicó a alguien en la grada. Este gol viene con un pan debajo del brazo, marcó Mikel Oyarzábal su gol número 28 con la selección. Con Luis de la Fuente lleva la friolera de 22 goles. Es uno de sus jugadores fetiche. Esa celebración que comenzábamos, y en el banquillo español saltaron todos casi pisando el césped para celebrar. Se veía y llegó de nuestro killer, telero de Berlín, golazo de Mikel Oyarzábal.
Claro, si estaba diciendo antes Verde, es el Mundial de las Estrellas, de los goles de Haaland, de los goles de Mbappé, de los goles de Messi y de los goles de
Oyarzábal,
Ojo Lamin, ojo Lamin, ojo Lamin, ojo Lamin, hay que aprovechar, Lamin, paró, la central en el suyo, ahí
Alright, I'm back. 10:24. What happened to Ashley? Big up Shady. Spain's got 1 goal. Happy days. Oh, there's a goal disallowed. So John Tracy been interacting. Happy days. Sorry, I rushed off there. I don't know if I gave any warning. I went walking with our friend Poppy and Karen. Nice. We stopped off for an Aquarius Lemon. And nice chatting, nice walking. Get your kicks on Route 66. Oh, 3.5 hours. And it's 10:26. What battery have I got? 49, maybe 39%. So I think I'm hungry. So that means I should go and get some food, right? Now, one thing I know is that Japanese cook things fresh. And I'm not sure about this Chinese this time of day, whether they cook fresh food. The food that I had from there last time was piping hot. Good though. I don't fancy kebab. I don't really eat burgers. 10:30. What to do? Whatever I do, I gotta get up. Wherever I go, if I go to a shop or a takeaway, I'm gonna have to put some clothes on. A shirt, t-shirt. Sounds like a goal. Sounds like a goal. Must be 2-0. Happy days. I don't think who they play in Austria. I don't think Austria coming back, are they? Not from fucking 2-0. So any one of you four listening in? Okay, 3. Let's see. Anyone jumping up on panel? What happened to Albert? Actually, did you lose signal, lose connection, and then wasn't able to come back up? Like, what's the story? How come you're not holding panel? Did you run away? Did you get a fair offer? Like, what's the story? What's going on? How come I've come back to an empty chat and an empty, well, if it wasn't for, well, fireworks, maybe that was final whistle then. There's my tobacco. That's the fucking tobacco here, don't it? Alright, so Anyone going chatting? Right, seagulls taken to the sky, they're celebrating. Not sure, do I want to roll the doobie or just roll a cigarette? I think roll a cigarette. I can roll the doobie when I get back. Hello, 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 hello. Is there anybody out there? I want to say hello. No? Is that a no? The absence. The silence. Are you busy celebrating? I'm so glad to have my tobacco back. Sitting down having an Aquarius lemon. You know, I reached into my bag. So I rolled a cigarette. No fucking tobacco. I haven't done that for a very long time. Left my tobacco at home. Walking out. So I'm going to celebrate with a reuniting roll. And I'm going to think about getting myself some food. Turn my brightness down. Now, question is, what do I want to eat? Not sushi. The Chinese is a bit more expensive as well than the Japanese. I don't fancy another kebab. I had a kebab last night. That's got to be the noisiest scooter I've ever heard. That one probably ain't road legal. Just zip up. That's your pocket. They're gonna have to get travel pocket. Sure. These guys. Hello, my dears. You're right. Nice to see you. You good? Ciao, my dears. Yep. It's near when we came up this week.
Antes sí estaba aquí, en este piso, por eso sabes, porque cuando tomas el bagaje has tirado una ceja. Por eso lo sabes. Ahora no, nada.
Hola, Rick. The K9 unit. And not for us. We walked up here and they ran away. Now you can have a sniff around, my boy. See what building, what room they've gone to, or apartment. And then down there it is. There's not many we'd like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've gone all the way to the top. Got a 10-minute wait. But
Gracias, señor. Muchas gracias. Gracias.
There's still no one commented. Without past a minute or two. In that fire over. Speaking of that carbon way sun too. Big thank you. That is fucking priceless. My normal person that takes me order, he's working tonight. I don't recognize any of the other ones. No one listening, no one chatting. Well, I'm going to get ready and eat some food. So, I'll talk to you all again soon. One day, maybe. Bye for now.